Well, for decades, residents have lived on a plume of toxic chemicals that once topped 200 acres and at one point even drank contaminated water from groundwater wells. Tonight, 10 Investigates Emerald Morrow takes us to Manatee County as the first to uncover the new toxic threats alarming the town of Tallevast.
Clean water, air, and soil are all things that many of us take for granted, unless you live in Tallevast.
I'm out here collecting some groundwater samples for laboratory analysis.
For nearly a year, 10 Investigates has been tracking geologists working through an EPA grant, testing about 15 properties for concerning chemicals in the community. And while they're working to pinpoint sources, they suspect they're connected to industrial activity in the area.
We found contamination associated with petroleum constituents, heavy metals, PFAS, which is an emerging contaminant. We found detectable levels in soil and groundwater throughout the community, and at some spots, levels that have exceeded cleanup target levels.
PFAS and PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, never break down. They can accumulate in the body, and they are known to cause serious health concerns. There are also concerns of other toxic chemicals.
This included things like toluene and acetone. These are a variety of volatile organic compounds that can create asthma and emphysema and cancer, really bad health effects over the long term if you continue to breathe in.
The concerns of my health and having those chemicals added to what we've already been exposed to is a scary situation.
Scary because in 2003, Laura noticed something strange. Someone putting a monitoring well on her property without her permission. It turned out to be testing for groundwater contamination from the shuttered American Beryllium Company plant, now owned by Lockheed Martin. It was only through public records requests that Laura and her neighbor Wanda Washington,
every house on this street pretty much has cancers,
exposed what neither the county, the state, nor Lockheed Martin told the community.
It was in drinking water, and it moved to 200 plus acres before the government shut down the investigation.
Lawmakers later passed the Tallevast law in 2005, requiring the state to tell neighbors about contamination threats. That plume remains today, but as for this new contamination, researchers believe is unrelated to the Lockheed facility.
It's really vital that we start doing some kind of long-term health care monitoring for folks. And so that's really where we need government to step in and step up and start assisting people.
We work hard for this community. We understand they've been disenfranchised. I understand they've been disenfranchised.
While testing was underway, we took broader contamination concerns to Manatee County Commissioner Mike Ron, who represents Tallevast.
Where do we go from here? I mean, you know, these people have been living with this contamination for decades at this point.
The highest and best use of that land there would be to, for the all get together and sell their homes. I mean, that's what's happened in other states where you had like 3 Mile Island and things around that they just, the neighbors just sold for the highest they could get. But we know that that community is not going to get enough money from a sale.
And right now we're just fighting to survive.
Researchers say owners of polluted properties can apply for brownfield cleanup grants, but truly making Tallevast whole requires private partnership along with government support on all levels. Emerald Morrow, 10 Investigates.
And you can watch our continuing coverage of the pollution problem streaming now on the 10 Tampa Bay News app. Just look for the Investigate section under the News tab.